name is Dario Antoine Lee, and I am the writer and director of Time is God. This is not just another courtroom drama. This is my life. At 20 years old, I lost 5 basketball scholarships and faced up to 187 years in prison for a crime I didn't commit. In 2003, while I was preparing for college, I received a phone call from my attorney asking if I knew 2 individuals. I told him I've never heard of them. He then informed me there was a warrant for my arrest. Instead of running, I complied with the state of Indiana and turned myself in because I believed that the truth would set me free. My mother's employer posted my bond, and first thing I did was run to my job and retrieve my time cards. I believe proving I was at work during the crime would immediately clear my name. I was wrong. The case dragged on for a year and a half before trial. During that time, I lost every basketball scholarship I had earned. My future disappeared before my eyes. I even did jail time. Eventually, after trial, the jury found me not guilty. I thought that would be the end of my nightmare. Instead, it became the beginning. Although I was acquitted, the robbery charge remained on my criminal history. Every job application became another reminder that the justice system had never truly let me go. When I petitioned to have my record cleared, my request was denied. I was essentially told that just because I was found not guilty didn't necessarily mean I didn't do it. It only meant that the state couldn't prove its case. Imagine proving your innocence to a jury and still living like a guilty man. I was at work. For years, I struggled financially. I depended on my family, lived with relatives, experienced homelessness, and fought simply to find stable work because of a criminal history tied to charges for which I had been acquitted. Eventually, I sealed my record, not because I believed it was justice, but because I needed to survive. But God wasn't finished writing my story. My experience was featured later in the documentary Black and Blue, directed by Dylan Avery, which won Best Documentary at the Catalina Film Festival. Not long afterwards, I was living in my great-aunt's basement with only $5 in my pocket. I watched a documentary about Madonna and became inspired to take a chance on myself. Scared to death and didn't want to leave Indianapolis, I found a rideshare on Craigslist headed to Los Angeles. I got in the car. That decision changed my life. Soon after arriving in Los Angeles, I booked a national commercial for Buick and the NCAA, became eligible to join SAG-AFTRA, and began working alongside incredible filmmakers including Ava DuVernay and John Singleton. While working as a background actor, I wasn't just waiting for my next scene. I was studying. I studied directors. I studied cinematographers. I studied actors. Every film set became my classroom. Later, I met a retired UCLA screenwriting professor who became my mentor. Together, we transformed the script I had originally written while incarcerated into a feature screenplay it is today. That screenplay has continued to evolve with guidance from industry professionals, and today, Time is God is no longer just an idea. It is ready. Today we have completed a 138-page screenplay, a professional pitch deck, a completed table read, a proof of concept scene, a preliminary production budget, and script breakdown, and a companion 24-chapter autobiography book that I wrote with television series potential. The film combined the emotional power of Forrest Gump-style narration and montage with the urgency of a modern legal drama. The audience is broad. It speaks to a people of faith. It speaks to people who question the justice system. It speaks to anyone who has fought to reclaim their life after injustice. Films like Just Mercy and Fruitville Station and television series like When They See Us prove there is a worldwide audience for stories that challenge the system while inspiring hope. Time is God belongs in that conversation. I'm currently seeking producing partners and financing to move into production. Much of the foundational work has already been completed. The screenplay, development materials, breakdowns, and plannings are in place. We're entering the final stages before pre-production. This film is more than entertainment. It's about truth. It's about perseverance. It's about faith. It's about reminding people that even when the justice system fails, God's timing never does. Thank you for taking time to hear my story. I hope you'll take this journey with me. Let's make something unforgettable. Let's make Time is God.